Some of you are speaking against your own future, and you don't even realize it. Before your feet hit the floor in the morning, you've already declared defeat. I'm exhausted. Nothing ever changes. I can't keep doing this. And the dangerous part? You think those are just emotions. But according to Scripture, your mouth is shaping your life. Not your intentions, not your potential, your agreement. Because eventually, whatever your mouth rehearses, your mind starts believing. And most people never notice this battle because it sounds normal. Life is hard. I'll always struggle. Nothing works out for me. But what if those aren't just observations? What if they're agreements? Scripture says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. That's not poetic language. That's a warning. And some of you don't need a new strategy. You need a new vocabulary. I had a friend tell me once, man, my life has always been hard. Not things are hard right now. No, his struggle had become his identity. Then he said something I'll never forget. Every time something good happens, something bad follows. And honestly, a lot of people live like that, always expecting disappointment, always predicting failure, always preparing for disaster, then wondering why peace feels so far away. But Scripture says, you shall decree a thing and it shall be established. Job 22:28, meaning your words matter more than you think, because repeated words become internal agreements. And agreements shape direction. Here's what most people never realize. Your mouth exposes what your heart truly believes. Jesus said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Matthew 12:34. So when pressure hits, whatever is stored inside comes out. Fear, faith, bitterness, trust, doubt. Your mouth reveals what your soul has been feeding on. That's why David said, I have hidden your word in my heart. Psalm 119:11. Because eventually, whatever fills you starts speaking for you. And this is where it gets dangerous. Some people pray for freedom while verbally chaining themselves every day. Lord, give me peace. Then 5 minutes later, I'm losing my mind. I'm always anxious. Nothing's getting better. Do you see the contradiction? You're praying one direction while speaking another. James says a double-minded person is unstable. And honestly, a lot of believers aren't stuck because God abandoned them. They're stuck because their words keep reinforcing fear. Words are seeds, and many people are watering weeds every day. They rehearse insecurity, repeat hopelessness, narrate defeat, then wonder why anxiety keeps growing. Notice something about Genesis. God never spoke chaos. He spoke order into chaos, which means every time your mouth agrees with fear, you move away from his pattern. And no, this is not pretending problems don't exist. Biblical confession is not denial. It's alignment. You can say, God, I'm struggling. That's honesty. But faith continues speaking. Even here, you are still my strength. That's the difference. One acknowledges pain, the other surrenders to it. And Jesus showed this perfectly. When Satan tempted him in the wilderness, Jesus didn't panic, didn't argue, didn't spiral emotionally. He answered with, "It is written," every time. Truth became his response pattern. Now let me ask you something uncomfortable. What sentence have you repeated so many times it became part of your identity? I'll never change. I'm just broken. I'll always be this way. Be careful. Stop calling temporary emotions permanent identities. Your mouth will eventually reveal the direction your mind has surrendered to. I remember praying once, God, I don't know if anything is ever going to change. And immediately I felt convicted. Not condemned, convicted. Because I realized I was reinforcing hopelessness while asking God for breakthrough. So I stopped and prayed differently. Lord, I may not see movement yet, but I trust that you are working. And no, everything didn't instantly change overnight, but something changed in me. Because your words don't control God, they reveal what you truly trust. So here's the real battle. The enemy doesn't always need to destroy you externally if he can influence you verbally. Because if he can shape your speech, he can slowly shape your expectations. And eventually, your expectations shape your direction. So before you speak again, ask yourself, am I repeating what I feel or agreeing with what God said? Because eventually, one of those voices becomes your future. If this message hit you, please subscribe and drop a comment if you believe. Type, "It is well with me." Share this video with someone you sincerely care about. Let's build this community together. Turn on your notification bell for part 2 of this series. Until we meet again, God bless.